Alright guys, welcome back. I hope you are following the Git series so far and excited to see what comes next in this series. So as discussed in the previous section, we will discuss about how to resolve the conflicts and why do they occur. But before that, I would like to reiterate on a couple of things. In the last section, we saw how git commit works, right? So I had mentioned you that after hitting git commit, the Vim terminal opens and then there you enter a message, and after you enter a message you hit enter, press colon W key, write and quit, and then you come out of the Vim command or Vim editor. But if you don't want to follow that long route, then simply what you can do is, instead of writing only git commit, you can say git commit space dash m stands for message, and in double inverted comma you write your message that will be used in your commit. My message will be fix login design. So this way I can skip the long route and simply I can enter it and my commit will be stored. Now it will not be stored because I have not made any changes in our project structure. So this is the one thing I wanted to explain. The second thing is, for the sake of explaining the things, I am using this .txt format, right? But Git is capable of storing as many files format as many languages are present out there, right? So it can of course store .js, it can store py, that is for Python, it can also store the JSON format well, CPP, and etc. Whatever programming language you think of, that file format will be stored. It can also store the image format like .png, .jpeg, but it's just that Git works best when it compares the text-based files, right? So it will, on the text-based files, it will give you more accurate information like this file has been changed, this file has been added. Okay, these two things I wanted to clear, and now we will go back to the Git concept, that is resolving the conflicts. So even before resolving the conflicts, first we would want to know why these conflicts are occurred or arising. So there are a couple of changes that may be the reason of arising the conflicts. The first thing is, we are into some file and we have changed some line, and the exact line has been changed by some other developer. So that is the one reason that can cause conflict. The second reason is, in your branch you have deleted some file, but in the other branch that file has been modified. So whenever you are merging those changes, that is the place where the conflict would arise. And the third thing is, maybe you have renamed your file and that file has been deleted in some another branch or in the main branch. So whenever you end up merging those changes, the conflict will arise. Now to explain that, we will also kind of do the same thing. We'll save this. Now I have made some changes in my 1.txt. Now I pretend that I am another developer. I am working on the same file and I have also made few changes. Simultaneously, you have also made some changes on the same file, and now the next step, as per our Git branch methodology, what do? We first add that file. We first check what is the status. So this is the file that we have edited. So after git status, I'll say git add one.txt, git commit m write file formats. Okay, so far so good. Now, whenever working with the team or working in the organization, it is the best practice that first pull the latest changes which are there on the remote and then push your changes. Generally, how do developers communicate? Whenever their branch is merged into the main branch or develop branch, they notify that into the teams, right? So if my branch has been merged, I would say in the team that please pull develop for the latest changes, or please pull the main for the latest changes. Now this developer has also informed that my branch has been merged, my changes have been merged, and please pull the latest changes. To do that, what do? We say git pull. Now, as soon as I hit git pull, it will tell me that the conflicts have been occurred. Yeah. So it is trying to auto merge one.txt, but it is saying that conflict has been occurred. So because of that, git cannot merge the files on its own. So we need to intervene in that. So let's head back to the Visual Studio Code. Okay, as soon as I land here, I can see that in the one.txt, there is some visual notification, right? Some greater than icons and head. In between, we have something of our own that I wrote the extension types, right? And then we have this line equal to line, and then there is some change that is added by another developer, and when he added that change, this was his commit number, right? So in short, there are three parts, or there are two parts. One part is from this line to this line, equal to line. Whatever in between, we have added that is our change. And the second part is from equal to line to greater than symbol, or right arrow, and the commit ID. This is the change that has been added by another developer, but in the same file. So now the conflict has occurred. So how do we resolve it? I'll show you. To resolve this conflict, there can be two ways with which we can resolve this. First thing is, of course, you manually remove this and keep the changes that you want. Of course, when you're committing your change, this will not be the part of the commit. This left arrow head, this line, and right arrow and the commit ID. But I would recommend that you do not go with this method. You go with the help of Visual Studio Code. So to resolve this conflict, I'll have to move myself. Right after opening that file, if that file has a conflict, then on the bottom right corner, you will see that button that says resolve in merge editor. So I'll click on that. Now it will open the same file with the three sections. First one is the change which is coming from the remote. The second window is the change that we have done on our local, and this is the result out of these two, which change we have accepted. So now we know that, okay, we want to keep both the changes. I mean, we have to keep this line and the file format. So for that, what I'll do is I'll say accept both, but first accept the incoming. Right after this, it will tell me the fixed the file after resolving the conflict. So this is the existing, this is not throwing any error. This is the line that other developer has added, and this is the change that we have added. it also visually tells us that there are no any conflicts which are remaining. Once zero conflicts are remaining, I'll say that complete merge. I'll get my CMD again. I'll say CLS get status modified is 1.txt. I'll add also one more thing I just thought of. Whenever you are writing this message, write it in the uh, to do format. I mean, here I did not write resolved, right? I simply wrote resolve. So if there was something else that was the part of this commit, then I would say add uh, register screen, right? So I did not say added register screen, right? So please keep this in mind. Here would say resolve conflicts in 1.txt, and the final command is git push. As soon as I hit git push, the changes have been pushed to the main. We'll check it right now. There you go. So this is the file that was added by some other developer. Add those can be stored, and these are the formats that we added. So in this way, we have to resolve the conflicts. While resolving the conflicts, please make sure that you are not losing out on any changes which were added by other developers. So that was it, guys. That was all about resolving the conflicts. We have done it on a very minor level, but when you start working on some actual projects, the conflicts uh, can be found in multiple files, right? So please resolve them patiently without any hurry. In the next section, we will take a look at different playgrounds or different areas which are there in the Git. So basically there are three areas: local, staging, and remote. In the next section, we will talk about it. All right, then that was all about resolving the conflicts. Thank you so much, and I'll meet you in the next video.